Hey there, trendsetters. Welcome back to Trending, the podcast where we dish out the hottest fashion, beauty, and lifestyle trends.
I'm Tinsley, and joining me as always is my fabulous co-host and BFF, Dallion.
That's right. Get ready to dive into the trends that are shaping our world today, from runway looks to everyday hacks, all while feeling like you're right here with us, just catching up over coffee or a cocktail.
So grab your headphones, settle in, and let's get into it. This is Trending, where trends come to life. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Trending. I'm Tinsley, and this is my co-host, Dallion.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. And you know what's crazy is that the sun is shining still.
I know. That's what I was going to say.
That's such a big difference for me, even recording, because I feel like you always kind of have some residual sunlight left, and I'm like pitch black, and it just feels so late and like not right.
I'm so glad we saved the daylight. Like, I'm so happy that it's light again. Oh, yeah. This is amazing. We're not recording in the dark. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. In our last episode, we talked about brows and belt. And I was like going on and on about how I paid $200 for this really cute belt from Below the Belt. And I don't think it's Below the Belt's fault, but the belt was like a metallic belt, like so cool. It was studded. The interior was black, sort of like felt. And I was looking at this like, that's a weird material for the inside of this gold metallic belt, but whatever. And so I wore it for the first time with a white denim skirt, the one that we talked about last summer that everyone went crazy over. Ruined my white denim skirt because the inside of this belt is black. So now the top belt line of my skirt is blue. They were wonderful. They fixed the issue. But yeah, I'm like so distraught because I was telling all of you it's okay to spend the money. Truly, I just think they picked the wrong material. I don't think it's a reflection of the quality of their belts. But 2, I loved that belt, and I cannot find another metallic belt with studs and a big buckle. So I'm definitely still on the belt hunt.
But how's the Lisa Says Gah one?
Yes, so I got the Lisa Says Gah one. I think we talked about that last time. We posted it in our stories. It's great. And what's so funny is that I told everyone you could get it on sale. They had some sale through their app where you could get 25% off. So I got it for like $75 instead of $100. And then Dallion's like, I can't find it. What are you talking about?
So I could not find that amazing sale. Yeah. I couldn't find the amazing sale that Tinsley was talking about. And she told, I was thinking about this the other day. You told me you were going to almost get me one, and you totally should have. But I went with the Madewell belt when it came down to it. I was like, I knew you were getting the Lisa Says Gah one. I really liked the Madewell one. And I was sort of thinking, what would I wear the most this spring and summer? And the Madewell one with the silver buckle made the most sense to me. But when I've been seeing your pictures with your Lisa Says Gah belt, I'm like, ooh, it looks so good.
Thank you. I really do like the Lisa Says Gah one, but I do have a little qualm about it, and that is I got a size small, and I felt like the size small in the Below the Belt was huge. The size small in the Lisa Says Gah was way too small, so I wish I would have sized up. That's about it. But yeah, I'm wearing it a ton, and if anything, you guys, you have to get a studded belt or a belt with some kind of statement hardware on it because it's really going to make all of your outfits, especially for the upcoming season. Next update is we talked about brows. We talked about how laminated brows and like really harsh, dramatic brows were kind of out. We're going for like a more natural, fluffy brow. So I went and got my brows done. Wasn't really planning on it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going on a trip. I want my brows to look fresh. I found on TikTok this place called Sonia's Brow Bar in New York. Apparently, it's a big deal. Like Rihanna goes, Sarah Jessica Parker. I didn't know all this. I just wanted a good brow place. They are so big on using no product. They don't wax. They only tweeze and shape your brows, and then you are to use no product on your brows. They have like a brow pencil that they sell. It's from their brand that you can use. I I will keep you guys updated because I feel like it's going to be really hard for someone like me who has thin brows, who's used brow products for 15 years. It's going to be really challenging not to use anything in my brows. But I thought that was an interesting timeline after just talking about how laminated brows are out. And then I find this place that's like all natural. They want you to not even put like moisturizer, serum, like anything, like nothing can touch your brows. So I'll keep you guys updated.
But your eyebrows look great. What do you think of my eyebrows? I did my own. I meant to tell you that. I cut them. I did my quarterly eyebrow trimming and plucking. And here we are. I was trying to make them more arched after our conversation about that, but they're still quite fluffy. And I have a teeny tiny bit of product in them right now, if you can see if you're watching on YouTube. But tried to do something a little different.
Looks like you're trying to seduce me over there.
I am raising my
It
eyebrows.
looks great.
What is our first topic as we dive into getting ready for spring? I know you and I have been talking a bit about this offline because in the last 2 weeks I really had the itch to go shopping, and I just bought way too many things. But I think I got some really good pieces for the spring that I'm very excited about. And this podcast has, well, you have helped me kind of think differently about my purchases and about how I've been planning them out. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited about the season. I'm excited to talk about this because I feel like spring is the most exciting transition season-wise. I feel like we're all really excited about fall, but it doesn't quite feel as exciting as spring because we've just gone through this like really harsh winter. We're excited for new things, new beginnings, new growth, and we know it's only going to get warmer for here versus in the fall. I feel like we're excited, but we're also kind of dreading winter, which is around the corner. So I don't know about you guys, but I am struggling to figure out what to wear. Even though I'm like helping other people for a living determine what they're going to wear, that doesn't mean that I don't struggle too as a stylist. And right now with the weather in New York, it is like 35 one day and the next day can be 60. I don't know how it is in Atlanta, but I feel like the people I follow that are living down in the South, they kind of are definitely bringing out their brighter colors and they're more into their spring wardrobe versus me. I've been like really slow to adjust.
It's warm here. It went from like 50 to 70 overnight. And so I took the weekend and I actually did a very Tinsley thing, and I got all my winter pieces, put them either away or moved them to like a different spot of the closet. And I pulled all my spring, summer, short sleeve type things up towards the front. I even did the same thing for my husband, which I thought was very nice of me. We share a closet, so I just was like, when you just start organizing and you just can't stop. So I was so proud of myself. And then this week, as I was getting ready for work, I found myself reaching for those pieces, and I'm just been so proud of myself. But what was funny was, from year to year to sort of pull certain things out and see like evaluate, is this in style this summer, or this spring? What are we looking like? And I was very happy to find some coastal blue colors in my wardrobe. I do not have any butter yellow, but I gotta get some. And it was like a fun experiment to look at what I already have and then try to plan forward for what I'm going to need. When I was looking over the show notes, I saw that you said to like swap sneakers for the ballet flat, and I was like, oh man, like I wore a lot of sneakers last summer, but I think I'm going to try some fun things out with my shoes this spring, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Sneakers are great. it's a great shoe to invest in because you can wear it all year long. It doesn't matter. And they're still great in the spring. But yeah, I think for you, maybe it's time to try a fun shoe because you kind of have like, you're getting your basics down, your neutrals down. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really fun to do like a white Mary Jane or like a fun little butter yellow Mary Jane or something with
Yes.
more character because I think yours remind me. I think they're like a little, they're solid black, right?
They're solid black and they don't really have any support. And I'm
Mm,
already quite flat-footed. So
mm,
I need to find a shoe that is got some structure and some support. Also, my husband is really, really tall,
mm.
which is just, I feel so weird when we go out together and like he's going to hit me in the head with his elbow, like, because I am so low down there. And I don't know, I'm just like, I always like the tennis shoe gives me like a little inch at least. And now I don't know. I got to find like a spring platform sandal or something.
That's a great point. And you were even saying that it's hard for you to determine what jeans or pants to wear with your sneakers. So I
Yes,
think in the
that's
spring and
yeah.
summer, you're going to have an easier time with that.
I hope so. I also saw that I've been seeing that like I don't like the regular flip flop is like back.
Yeah.
The heeled version and the like flat version, that kind of made me laugh because I feel like we've been very into slides the past
Mm-hmm.
few the past few years, and to see the like actual like thong sandal come back kind of cracked me up.
I think it was around a little bit last year, but I was just like, no. I
No,
would do
yeah.
it, but I mean, I get
No.
blisters even walking in like a Birkenstock sandal around here, so I definitely could not do a thong sandal. Okay, here's how I knew that spring was here, spring fashion was here, and winter was out was because on Instagram and TikTok, I started noticing that everyone was using the hashtags spring fashion, spring style. I'm like, wait. So now it's like I'm still dressing for the winter because it's cold. Like it was 35 degrees yesterday. And I'm not using spring hashtags, so then none of my content is getting seen. But I'm like, but this is applicable to the weather we're in right now. So, anyways, I'm moving slowly but surely. I also don't want to rush it. Like, we have so many months to wear bright colors, shorts, little mid-weight jackets. So I'm just kind of like savoring it and going slow. But I did just do a shopping trip this week for work, and we looked at spring inspo, spring fashion, trying to get a read on the market right now. And it's really nice to be able to do that in a lot of the shops here in New York that maybe were shops that I just shopped at online back when I lived elsewhere. But it was kind of weird to see some of the colors I was seeing. And these were a lot of like high end brands. So not really like mid tier, like places we would shop. But a lot of the brands had this almost like rust orange, which felt so out of place. Like it screamed fall to me. It was not feeling very summery. And maybe that's higher end brands take on peach fuzz and how orange is in right now, but it just felt off. It felt weird. I honestly did not see any peach fuzz anywhere in stores. And then I saw a lot of like Barney purple. There were a lot of icy blues, which we talked about. And it's been all over the internet that these icy blues feel fresh for the spring. So I saw a lot of that. I saw minimal amounts of butter yellow, even though it's like all over TikTok and Instagram. We've talked about it. It was interesting. I mostly saw it in like little accents here and there. And then I saw a baby pink suit in every brand. It was wild. I was like, I guess we're wearing pink suits, which I'm all about. Sure. I just didn't really,
Sure.
I
I
didn't
thought
foresee it.
I thought Barbiecore was out, so that
Yeah.
feels very Barbiecore. The butter
Mm-hmm.
yellow in accents doesn't feel off to me at all. I mean, that feels very right on. I think yellow is not everyone's. favorite color, and it's not a color that looks good on every skin tone. Like it can be a little, it can be a little funny. So that feels right to me that like you're seeing it in a little ballet flat or a purse and not so much like in a full on pant or something like that. But then, yeah, like the even Barney purple, like that to me, that and the orange feel a little off, but it'll be interesting to see how that progresses flowing into the summer. Because I felt like purple came I felt like you started seeing more purple a little bit at the end of the fall and into winter. You saw more purple sweaters and things like that, which I thought was like a fun surprise. But yes, I'm very into the color palette. Just keeping an eye on what we're seeing has been fun to watch after knowing all the predictions that you laid out for us at the beginning.
Yeah, so it's interesting to like research everything online and then go see it in person, and it was quite different than what I expected. Like, I really can't say that I predicted Barney purple and rust orange for the spring, but it was literally in every men's and women's collection that I saw that day. And again, maybe that's just like a more mature audience. That's another thing is I saw a lot more mature silhouettes like A-line skirts, slingbacks, trench coats, really classic bags. I'm seeing this kind of silhouette everywhere in a bag where it's like that rectangular, really polished leather bag. There's one at J. Crew and Cezanne. And there was also one at Max Mara, if I'm remembering correctly, but it has like a little gold square buckle on the middle of this bag. It's like a rectangular, almost square-shaped bag that has the flap in the front and then a little gold piece to open the bag. Anyways, It all felt very mature and refined, and I don't know if that's because we're going back to the basics or we're going back to like that discreet chic 90s look that we're talking about. I liked it, but I'm interested to see more because I don't know. As someone who really likes trend and someone who really likes a maximalist sort of style, I'm like, okay, cool. That's a great foundation, but I'm ready for the fun pieces, which they certainly had out in stores too. But yeah,
well, by the way, you look very cute today. You should tell everyone what you're wearing. She has the cutest little bun too. Like your hair is so cute, and you're wearing butter yellow. You look fantastic.
Thank you so much. I felt inspired by the color butter yellow. So I went on Luli. I'm like, hey, what's available in yellow on this app? I got a butter yellow suit. It's a linen suit, a wide leg trouser, and just like an oversized like blazer vest. And I am wearing the vest with my Nina Bing graphic tee under it. It's a black and white and gray tee, and then I'm wearing my silver Jenny Bird earrings, and I've got like a Mia Thermopolis bun on the top of my head. It just felt fun. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm into the color, but I want to start gradually. This is a linen yellow vest. Like, I should not be wearing this right now, but because I rented it from Nuuly, I'm like, okay, I only have a month to wear it. Let's get these wears in. So I have it on with some darker gray baggy Levi's in my Lisa Says Gah belt with the studs on it.
Cute.
I'm feeling cute. Yeah.
Speaking of jeans, dare we go near this subject? But when you were out on your adventure, what did you see? What kind of silhouettes did you see? Because I feel like last year was obviously we pivoted away from skinny jeans, but then we kind of like didn't pivot all the way away from skinny jeans. Yeah. And I'm just curious because as you know, as we all know, I struggle in this department.
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like the stores I went to were more for an audience that doesn't wear jeans a lot. I feel like it was a more like business
Who doesn't wear jeans?
I feel like when you got a lot of money to spend and you're a good few years older, then you're looking at a trouser. But I did see some things online. Actually, a lot of articles online from like women's wear publications that straight leg jeans are going to be the thing. I don't know how I feel about the straight leg jean.
What about the horseshoe jean? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
anyone can wear it, but I feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like your most classic silhouette to invest in.
Yeah, I think I've seen more negative publicity on the horseshoe or barrel jean. So I kind of feel like that's really already swaying people away from them, and I probably wouldn't invest in them too heavily. I have the leather pair and the gold metallic pair, and I like them as more of the like, it's a specialty look already. It's a specialty material, and I also got them in a specialty silhouette, but I don't
Only
know.
you would say, I wouldn't invest in them. I only have a gold pair and a leather pair.
Because as someone who already, like, that's just normal for me. But if you are like, yo, I just want some good jeans, some good versatile everyday jeans, like, don't get the horseshoe jean or the barrel jean.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the things that's like a blip in time. Maybe I'm wrong. I actually have done no research on the horseshoe jean, but I think people are just already hesitant to get them because, yeah, like you said, they fit a limited amount of body types. There's also a lot of negativity around them on TikTok already. I feel like people are going to be easily influenced from that. And I just think if people are going to invest in like a good blue denim, it's probably going to be a wash like straight leg jeans, but I'm just not into it.
Well, what are you into for spring? What are you going to
Okay, yeah,
buy? What are you, yeah, like we already talked about colors and some trends, but like you personally, what are you going to buy? What is something
yeah.
maybe someone like me should be looking for that's a little more like down to earth to fill my closet for this spring?
Well, if I'm talking about someone like you that I know you're building up your wardrobe, I know you just got like some track pants, some good tees. I think it's really important to have some good tees. Like you can still do long sleeve, short sleeves. Let's try a black, a white, a stripe. Like those are so good to have. And I personally just invested in a few more. I chose a few more with a funky silhouette, like a boxy kind of like bell sleeve silhouette so that it would give a little bit more character. And just choose the pieces. Like you can still do some like basic foundational pieces, but you just choose them with a twist. Like I chose an oversized white t-shirt instead of just like a slim fitting t-shirt. I feel like for you, it probably will be best to invest in a couple more lightweight sweaters. So we're moving away from like a chunky sweater. Yes, girl, you can still.
Okay.
Yes, like
It's
like
gonna get
mid.
hot here soon. It'll be
I know you're in
hot.
Atlanta, okay, but I think for the spring, I'm talking
Okay.
March through like May, you could
Okay.
benefit from like a cobalt or an icy blue
Oof.
cardigan that you could wrap around your shoulders because it's not like you're going to actually put it on, but it gives you that pop of color. So where if you had a studded belt in black and then you had a white tee or a striped tee, you could pop on a little cobalt blue and then have on
Ooh, wouldn't
like
that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
really nice. I know.
What else? Cobalt blue sounds wonderful. I want to have more cobalt blue things because I have a cobalt blue button up shirt, like just a
Mm.
cotton, yep, cotton button up. And I wore that a
Mm.
lot last summer, and
Yeah.
it is a shirt that I like to wear in the summer. It like looks good on Zoom, and for the work from home girlies, it's a nice piece, like a classic button up. Button
Yeah,
up,
that's
button
true.
down. What do you call them? Button downs?
I don't know. I'm still over here like, is it cheetah or leopard? The world may never know. I think we keep saying leopard because it feels more refined, but let's face it, 10 years ago we were saying cheetah.
Because the cheetah girls.
Yeah, yeah. God, I wanted to be one.
I thought I was one. I watched The Cheetah Girls recently. Oh, what a movie. I still think beautifully done.
Says that as she wears a leopard
I know.
cheetah shirt.
You gotta strut like you mean it. Yes.
Oh, there's her audition tape. You guys think she would have made it?
Yes. I would have.
Okay. You guys know what's crazy is that Capri pants are making a comeback. Have you seen this online? They're like ultra capris,
Yes.
like tight black leggings at your kneecap. What's up with that?
I don't like. I need to see someone wearing that looking good. Like,
Mhm.
I'm sure. I was thinking about this last night too. Like, I need to see it on someone that isn't like Kendall Jenner or Hailey
Yeah.
Bieber. Like, I need
Yeah.
to see you in the real world looking good in that because,
Mhm.
like, it's just not a great look. It's not so flattering. I
Mm-mm.
mean, yeah. But maybe it's just because of the time that we grew up and how badly capris were beloved.
Bad.
It's like
Bad.
if we've been there, done that, move on. I'll be in my
Yeah.
track pants this spring. Like you're not going to catch me in capris.
Can we pause and just go back to this week's post from Free People about the micro shorts? Did you see
Please.
that?
You sent it to me, and I loved the comment section, and just thought
Oh.
that was so like what a beautiful, just serendipitous thing for that brand. Like, obviously, that I don't think they could have predicted that. But I mean, who's again, like, no, that's actually why I was thinking about it. Because I was like, okay, yeah, if Kendall Jenner wears those, she's gonna look great. But like your average girl, and Kendall Jenner's actually younger than us. I don't know why I'm using her as an example, but like, I mean, she has phenomenal body. But like, phenomenal body or not, the average girl is like not like. Where are you? Are you gonna wear those? Are you gonna wear this?
No. And for reference, guys, we're talking about Free People posted a carousel of micro shorts, and the first image is like a denim micro short that literally looks like underwear, and the caption is, "We are wearing micro shorts this season." There are 40,000 likes and over 27,000 comments on it because they look crazy, like your butt cheeks are out. I'm all for the micro short. I love a good trend. I love a high fashion moment. I love Kendall Jenner in a pair of micro shorts. But with short little, okay, me basically can't do it. Like, I will not have my butt cheeks hanging out, especially in the subway. Are you kidding me? No.
Mm-mm.
Let's read some of these comments.
No.
Okay. I gotta find
Can
one.
you?
Yeah. Well, I'll read you the ones that I can say. This
I
brings
thought
a
they were
whole new
great.
meaning to chapped lips, but also ain't nowhere to keep the lip balm. You guys do realize you've been selling to 30-plus-year-old beige moms and matching sets for 2 years now, and you just threw the mini shorts on them like they didn't just birth their third child.
Yes.
One says, "Does the Ozempic prescription come with purchase?"
No. No.
Another one, "I could not fit one labia in those."
Did you see the one about like if you look close enough, you can see her ovaries drop an egg?
Oh my God, I did not see that.
It's
I just
on
saw,
there.
can I get the macro version?
That one stuck with me.
You guys, this is
I
brilliant
can't.
though. Like, Free People won. But yeah, I can't. I'm like,
There's
more
no
power
way
to
they
the
could have
brand.
predicted that. Like, there's no way that they could have predicted what was going to happen in that comment section. I just love a good moment like that.
Okay, something that I really want to wear with my new striped shorts, which I still don't have because they were actually on back order. I want to wear them with like maybe like an oversized black crew neck sweater. I wish I had the stud knee-high black boots, but I don't. So we'll just be wearing that with some other boots or some Mary Janes, which I also don't have. I'm on the hunt. But I love a good like shorts, long sleeve boots combo. I think that's so fun and fresh for the spring because you
It's
can
cute.
you can pull off a boot or a long sleeve sweater or long sleeve tee or something with a short in the spring. But once you start getting to May, June, I mean, you're done. You can't wear a long sleeve or a boot no matter how hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do some thinking because, I mean, we talked about shorts a little bit last summer and the body
Yeah.
image aspect of wearing shorts and that kind of thing. But my laser hair removal process is done. I've been
Oh.
toning up my legs with Melissa Wood Health. Thank you so much. And I think I'm gonna have my legs out this summer and spring. They're gonna be
Your
out.
legs are going to be out, you guys. In the labia hammock.
just my legs. That's all that's gonna be out. I will not be in the micro short.
Knee down.
Knees
Yeah,
down.
just
Yeah.
macro shorts. She's going to be in the macro shorts. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I can't wait
Another
to be
thing.
tan. Can't wait. Oh, can't wait to get a good tan.
I know. I started pulling out my Jergens Glow lotion because I'm like, I need a little color. And I don't know if you guys have seen the TikToks where they're like, wait,
Sorry, that took me back.
no, I'm still on it. It works. It's easy. It doesn't get streaky. It's cheap. You guys got to remember that the non-aesthetically pleasing products, they still work.
They work. Yeah, I
You can get on that Jergens. You don't need the Sol de Janeiro necessaire. Like, you can hop on some Jergens every once in a while.
a PSA. I love that. All right, I'm gonna have to buy me some Jergens. I got a $4 off CVS coupon, and I was like, "How am I gonna use that?" Now I know.
Now, don't be alarmed because since high school they have raised the price. It's
They
no
have
longer
raised the
$8. It's about 16. No, it's
Okay.
probably about 18, 20 if you go to the CVS. But yeah, it's still around. It's still glowing. Still
Well, I
giving me
got
a
four
little
dollars
waist.
off. So, all right, all right. No, I'm about as white as can be.
Yeah. No, I was feeling that too. So, and the toenails, we've really got to reel in the toenails because those are not ready for a sandal.
Oh, I've already had a couple pedicures because I got to just start. You know,
Mm.
I'll spare you the visual, but we had to start early.
One thing about Dallion is she will not get on her hands and knees for her toenails. She will not do her own toenails. Never. She can't. It's almost like what's going to happen when she's 80 years old? Well, the same thing because she don't get on her hands and knees for her own toenails now. You can forget about that. She's
I
gonna let
mean,
that
I will.
nail
Yeah,
lady
I
have it all.
will. They toenails need to be professionally done, especially if you're me. They have to be professionally taken care of.
Mm. I feel
It's
that. I do.
it's like a medical necessity. Like I should pay for it with my HSA. Honestly, like
Really,
it's a necessity.
really, yeah. I'm so excited to ramp up my shoes. I was just unpacking my like spring summer shoes, which is really just like bringing out 5 pairs of shoes. It's so sad. But I'm like, okay, I've taken inventory and I definitely need another pair of sneakers, one that's preferably like a little bit more color. I need more ballet flats in either butter yellow, red, white even. I've seen like a nice like perforated white ballet flat that's really cute. And excuse me, now we're saying Mary Jane's. We've moved on to Mary Jane's. Mary Jane with the strap in the middle of a ballet flat. I don't know why we can't keep saying ballet flat, but now we say Mary Jane's.
Okay. All right. Mary Jane's. Noted.
Mary Jane.
I have a question for you that might get
Mhm.
you to say I want you to tell me not for you, but like for the advice to our girlies, the 12 girlies who listen. Um, two of them being my sisters. Um, what is the one thing, like one clothing item and one accessory item? So you're naming two things, but it's like a must have for spring.
I feel like you're trying to get me to say a specific answer, but I don't know what. I know the accessory. The accessory, you guys, you definitely need a statement belt.
Okay, got it. And
What are you
then
trying to
what's
get
the
out of me?
one clothing item? I don't know. It's just like if you're gonna buy one
Hmm.
thing for spring, what is
For
it? Is it a
spring?
skirt? Is it a
Hmm.
white tee? Is it like what is it? Is it a blazer? What is it? Is it the shoes?
Well, not to go against, I don't know if you guys follow me on social media, but I was kind of talking about capsule wardrobes and how we, as a society, have really preached this idea about capsule wardrobes and only buying basics. But then a lot of people, I think, have been left with basics that they don't know what to do with because they're like, this, how do I, of course, I can wear these basics every day, but how do I make them interesting? And I think a big thing for the spring is to stock up on those transitional items, those more basic items like a t-shirt, like I just mentioned. It's great to stock up on t-shirts at this time, long sleeve and short sleeve, because you can do a lot with those. And then I think you need to move on to the lighter weight sweaters, as I said, a studded belt. I think a great pair of jeans, either straight leg, wide leg, baggy, or even you can get a head start on summer and get a long line pair of denim shorts. I'm actually really excited to bring those out. And then I would just say a lighter weight jacket. That's going to be super important. So whether that's like a trench coat, a shorter like shell jacket, like for me, I've been wearing my quilted shell jacket everywhere because I just feel kind of silly wearing my huge puffer on the days when it's 60 degrees. So yeah, I would say like those handful of items and then start thinking about your shoes because I really feel like just with the studded belt, a good fun sneaker or a Mary Jane are going to be crucial to spring and summer
Yeah,
outfits, especially spring. Like I know in the summer we're all going to start wearing our sandals and that's fine, but a sneaker and a Mary Jane can get you through like most of the year. So I think
I
that's where
agree.
it's at in terms of belting.
And with a basic, like if you have a strong state like basics collection
Yeah.
of t-shirts
Mhm.
and trousers and track pants or whatever, like the fun shoe and a statement belt, it really will get you a long way.
Yeah, such a long way. Yeah, and it's like I'm telling you, like that's the outfit I've been wearing on repeat, basically. And then I'm trying to think of some other outfits I've been wearing on repeat, but yeah, I think what I said about like the t-shirt and the kind of like mixing up your but okay, basically like a t-shirt, baggy jeans is the base, and then mixing up your accessories. But then I've even loved this whole like tonal look where we're doing a lot of gray on gray, like a gray trouser, a gray tank, a gray blazer, like a lot of different tones of gray and texture.
Yeah,
I think you'll see a lot of pleated mini skirts over a longer skirt. We say that, but I think that's going to be more for the younger crowd because when I was out shopping, I saw a lot of like longer A-line skirts for that more mature and polished style. But an outfit that I loved wearing last spring and summer was just like a rib tank top and a full length skirt or like a voluminous skirt and like an easy sandal. It just looked so
mhm.
effortless and chic.
There's a lot of conflicting trends happening right now. It's like the micro short is in, but also the long line short is in. The mini skirt is in, but also the full length maxi skirt is in. Like there's a lot of conflicting trends happening now, and I could see. I think someone like me, I can get a little confused by that when I am seeing
Yeah.
so many different things that don't feel related or like okay,
Mhm.
like I want to buy a skirt for spring. Should it be mini? Should it be maxi? Should it be
Yeah.
midi? Like should I, should I buy a pair of capris instead? Like it can get confusing, especially if you're not, we're not going to adopt every trend. We just want a few, and so I don't know. It's been interesting to chat with you as I've been shopping and to have you help me. And then obviously when we talk about these trends, I have some clarity around certain things.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And even for me, I feel confused sometimes. Like I just said, I'm like, yeah, mini skirts are on the horizon, but why am I seeing all these fuller length skirts in the stores? But I think it's just brands knowing who their audience is. Like the stores that I went to this past week, it's an older audience or an audience that has a little bit more money to spend. And I feel like the pleated miniskirt is maybe more for a younger audience, maybe an audience that can afford half a skirt. I don't know. But I think it's like we always preach, like you choose what's best for your body, your style, your wallet, your closet. And like for you, Dallion, I know that you don't love to wear mini things. Like I'm talking MINI, mini. So I think for you, if you were going to do a skirt, I don't know that it would be a mini, but I don't know that it would be a super voluminous skirt either, because I know you don't want to be adding to the bottom.
Volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
No volume anywhere, actually, other than in my hair. We'll take it in the hair. But no, I mean, I think you're right. And then it's also what we talked about last week or whatever week we talked about your lifestyle. Like, what is your lifestyle? Like, be honest with yourself. Like, I have nowhere to wear a mini skirt to. And I think I said that last summer.
Yeah.
Like it's just not a buy that I need to make. But maybe like, I don't know, maybe there is a skirt that I could wear and it could be more like an everyday skirt. So we'll see. Yeah, it's interesting.
It also doesn't have to be a skirt. Like you could look at that skirt trend and be like, well, maybe that just means like I need to get a good dress that I feel great in. And then if I have a good dress, I could layer a cardigan, a jacket, a t-shirt over it. And that would be equally fun and trendy.
Well, I bought a skirt. I bought a linen skirt that I'm planning on wearing my new black belt with. So I will show you when we get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'm trying to make some outfits. Yes.
She's trying to
I'm being very realistic with the stage of life I'm in, with the lifestyle that I'm living, and I'm trying to buy for that.
Yes.
And trying to cover my bases with basics. One more thing before we wrap up. Could you give a couple recommendations like for some basics? Like if you need a white tee, like where are you buying that? Are you buying that from Amazon? Are you buying one from Skims? Do you go to J. Crew? Like where do you look for some of these basic items? Because I think that would be helpful. Because like a white t-shirt is a white t-shirt. But also if you get a bad quality one, you'll be able to tell really quickly and that was like a waste of money.
Yeah, certainly. Because what did Dallion say last time, guys? You buy cheap, you buy twice. But also, you could still get a nice white t-shirt and buy twice. Like, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
That. And yeah, like white t-shirts, I'm sorry, they're just not really going to hold up forever. But I've found great long sleeves at Everlane in the past. Now, I haven't resourced those from them this year, but I love them. They get me through. Okay. I have a great white crew neck t-shirt from J. Crew. They have a lot of good ones that are very affordable. I always size up in those crew neck t-shirts. That's important. Because I feel like naturally they just shrink. I don't really like them to be touching my armpit too closely because then I feel like I get the pit stains. Like that's just a whole other podcast. I recently got great basics like t-shirts, tanks from Reformation.
Okay.
They have kind of those silhouettes with a twist, basics with a twist. And then I know a lot of people are shopping for tees at Cos. I have not personally shopped at Cos or purchased anything from Cos, but I see a lot of people talk about those.
I got 2 from Cos, and
Yeah.
I have never shopped from that brand before. And I haven't worn them yet, but I was really happy. And I got a purse as well from that brand. It's one of the, I don't know, brands that has just like come across my algorithm that I'm really interested in a lot of their pieces. This tank that I'm wearing right now, it's old J. Crew, but it's held up really well in the washing machine. Like I would definitely turn to J. Crew for some basics. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I struggle with like, where should I be even looking for those things? I do have a lot of Skims t-shirts, the like her cotton collection. They're very tight and form-fitting, but whenever the situation warrants that type of shirt, those are really good quality. They've held up for me for a couple of years now. But like the looser, boxier ones, I'd probably turn to like a J. Crew or a Cos.
And I think as we start shopping even more, we'll pick up on where to get those items. But this has been fun. I'm excited to get into another episode, like strictly on spring, maybe talk more in depth about specific spring trends, because I know that we've touched on it a little bit in this episode, and we've also touched on like the year's overall trends, 2024 trends, but let's maybe get a little bit more into spring trends because I'm excited. And with each episode we bring out, we're going to get more into spring. Until then, it's just summer and we're miserable and hot and sweaty.
I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and check out our Instagram handle to see some of the things that we've referenced in this episode. We'll drop some links for you so that you can find some great pre-spring basics. And you can also watch this show on YouTube. Give us a little like and subscribe. We would so appreciate it. Love you, girl.
Bye.